Hello everyone, welcome to your live watch along of Belgium versus England in the Nations League. Hopefully England can go and get a result. And hopefully we don't lose. That's my aim. Don't lose. That's the aim today. England can't afford to lose this game. Because if we do... Yeah, because if we do lose today, we are out of the Nations League. Yeah. So we can't afford to lose. That's the main objective for today, is we can't afford to lose. That's what we can't do. We can't afford to drop points. We can't afford to drop any sort of performances today. If any of you guys who are in the chat want to come and say hi, put something in the chat and I will shout you out. So, we're doing well. Hello, Riley! Hello. For you guys, we have got two new border face cams for you guys to have a look at and see what you guys prefer. This one. So what do you guys think of this one? That is number one. And then you got number two, which is just a simple box. So one or two? Number one. Number two. So it's one or two. For you guys, one or two. But hopefully England can get a result today. We fingers crossed. I'm nervous because one. So Riley says number one. So you guys like. So it means you guys like this one. So you guys like this one then? I will give you guys the lineup for England versus Belgium. The England lineup, which is we got Pickford in goal, Kyle Walker, Eric Dyer, Tyrone Mings, Kieran Trippier, Declan Rice, Jordan Henderson, Ben Chilwell, Mason Mount, Jack Grealish, and up front and captain Harry Kane. And on the bench for England, Ainsley Nathan-Niles, Bukayo Saka, Dean Henderson, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Harry Winks, Jadon Sancho, Jude Bellingham, Michael Keane, Nick Pope, Phil Foden, and Tammy Abraham. Starting for Belgium is Courtois in goal, Alderweireld, Denayer, Vertonghen, Meunier, Witsel, Tielemans, Thorgan Hazard, De Bruyne, Mertens, Lukaku. And then on the bench for Belgium, we have some of these players I've never really heard of. So, here we go. Brendan Mechelli, Christian Benteke, Daniel Pratt, Duda Luca Bacchio, Henzi Del Cross. Sorry, but it's because it's all Belgium. Hans Van Aken, Kroon Casteels, and Michi Batshuayi, Nessa Chadley, Simon Mignolet, Thomas Froki, and Yarish Vercheski, or whatever you call him. And question. Oh, hello, Lorraine. Hi, hello. Hello. So, England, yes, I know you were here from the Scotland game. I know, I remember. So, we have another live watch along on Wednesday for England versus Iceland. So that'll be a good one on Wednesday. But let's fingers crossed England can get the win. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the stream. And put down in the chat what you guys think of the face cam border. So, if you guys want to ask me any questions, put down in the chat. So, it's going to not be an easy game because Belgium, ranked number 1 in the world, versus England, who are a little bit having sticky patches now and then in certain games. And we just got to go for it, play with 100%. You can watch Italy, or indeed you can watch Denmark, Iceland in England's. So, hopefully England can get the result. If you guys want to know about my Discord server, it's actually up there for you, up on the screen. My server, that's what it's called. And then up here, if I'm pointing correctly, is the channel name, and then the name of the YouTuber is down below, just so you guys know which one's which. To go away and play Belgium, number 1. Oh, great! Play well, get a win. I think that will, we've not even started the game, and already people are already wanting to cause drama. But also knowing it's a must-win, as it would be in the tournament. Yeah, absolutely. But the experience we got from the Nations League last year in Portugal was, valuable. We played against the top players. So hopefully it'll be a good result. Hopefully, and hello to Scottish Soldier when his kickoff in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes. It's a tough one, but experience for players. So, what I'll do is, for anyone who wants to join the Discord server, I will. We will talk about systems and how they can work out. He's gone from a 4, he played a 3 in the World Cup, which seemed to work really well for him. He goes, how am I causing drama? You went and said, come on Belgium. I don't want anyone doing that, because we don't want to then have people coming on and having an argument like we did for Scotland versus Serbia. We had the massive argument and people like that, and we don't want that. Already it changes when you've got a Grealish and a Mason Mount playing in the team. We spoke about pace and players willing to the behind. Message pinned up top. You're missing them tonight, so you're going to a big tournament in the Euros. You have to start coming up. Maybe what do you mean, Lorraine? But can you put don't knows on? What do you mean? So there's the link up top for you guys. Is the pin message is for the Discord server for you guys to join. It's a bit of fun. Yeah. I know it's a bit of fun for you, but some people who are English might not like what you said. You just got to be careful what you say. It's like for me, I'm careful with what I'm saying because I don't want to offend anyone who is Belgium and English as well at the same time. I'm being more on the cautious side of things. But you mentioned the age, yeah, but I think Martin's done a great job in this formation. The way he's set up, very, very defensive. I know it's banter, but we just want to be careful. I just want people just to be aware. Just don't say anything that will cause arguments, please. I don't want the same as during Scotland versus Serbia, where literally every 2 seconds was an argument. That one was one of the best streams I've ever had. Was just ruined by idiots that ruined the stream for others. But let's have a good stream and let's all back England. We want our home nations to all do well. I'm away to watch elsewhere. Oh, it goes, I'm away to watch elsewhere. Why did you have to be like that, Scottish Soldier? Why did you have to be... why'd you have to be like that all of a sudden?
England's Lionesses have played Belgium Red Flames a couple of times in this stadium. It is time.
Come on, boys, let's get ready to sing the national anthem with pride. Oh, gracious way, God save our Queen. Ever victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our Queen. Come on, England! Could not get to sleep because everyone was screaming in the streets. Oh, that's alright, Lorraine. So, how is everyone? Just the national anthems are just playing at the moment. Let me sort some stuff out, 'cause I'm just sorting some stuff out at the moment. Guys. Yeah.
It's a lovely playing surface, and it's prepared by two English groundsmen, incidentally. This is the Belgium lineup.
So hopefully England can get the win today. We need to win. England have to win today. It is if, no but, England have to win, or we cannot qualify from this group.
He's back after missing the October games. Eden Hazard still out. His younger brother Torgen does start. The officials are from the nearby Netherlands, headed by referee Danny Macaulay.
So do any of you guys want to put any questions down in the chat? So, it's England versus Belgium. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this. I know we all going to have a good time. So if you guys want to put any questions in the chat, I'll answer all of them. Do you live in Scotland? No, I live in Portsmouth, England. I've lived in Portsmouth, England. I do.
Does win his 50th cap, flanked by Mason Mount and Jack Grealish. Grealish really the people's choice these days. Team lists with the players numbered have to be sent into UEFA these days. Outside tournaments, England have always worn 1 to 11, but that has now become an early giveaway of the starting 11. So squad numbers were allocated and are being used tonight.
So, fingers crossed England can get a good result. If you guys also want to put in, say, a donation, or if you guys want to put in the super chat, put down in the chat, and you guys can put in the super chat.
In those rankings, England number 4.
Well, taking the knee, very appropriate again in the light of the recent highly publicised issue at the Football Association. And it is a sad day for English football with the loss of the great Ray Clements. A wonderful football man.
Hello, Luke. How are you?
An honour-filled career, but always remembered as someone who would greet you with a twinkle in his eye, always a witty remark.
On a really sad day.
Our commiserations to his family as well. Headed on by Kane.
So,
The Tongan.
the game is underway. England versus Belgium in the Nations League.
Belgium
So,
only lost 4.
come on, England. England have to win. No ifs, no buts. England have to win tonight. We cannot afford to drop any points tonight. We can't afford to. Do you want me to share yours? You're welcome to. You're welcome to. The more the merrier. The more subs, the merrier. Because football's for everyone, and I will be happy for you to do so. Because also it helps me out. It helps me out with the channel as well, getting more people to know about me. So that would be good. Thank you very much.
Same position he's taken up, but just really interesting watching Belgium early on, really pushing that back three up to the halfway line. There's a real lack of pace for England in that front three.
It's a nice touch infield.
Come on, England! Go on, Kane! Go on, Kane! Oh! Harry Kane with a shot! We've only played just under 2 minutes, and the first big chance of the game is by England. Harry Kane has shot wide off the far post. Unlucky Harry Kane. Harry Kane, unlucky Harry Kane. But it's positive. If we can get chances like that during the game, I think it can work. If you guys want to put any questions in the chat, let me know. And also, if you guys want to put in donations, I think you guys will be able to donate. So, if you guys all want to put your questions in the chat, let me answer. I'll answer your questions during while we all watch England versus Belgium.
Trying to turn him again. Witzel. Ball out by Mertens to Meunier. Belgium looking for a fast start here. Yuri Tielemans trying to feed it through towards Kevin De Bruyne. He came off at Wembley, having felt the pain of an injury that he also felt the day before as well. He's been talking to the media this week, saying expect more of him than he could give at Wembley last month, which is a worrying comment for English ears.
So, how is everyone? Everyone enjoying the stream at the moment? Come on, England.
So many bodies cramped, and you see how high Belgium are up on that halfway line. You know, maybe even with 2 players well into the 30s, and Vertonghen and Alderweireld back themselves pace-wise if that ball goes in behind them.
Grealish. Benefiting, of course, from
And also the link up top for anyone who's just joined is for the Discord server if you guys want to join.
Declan Rice. And he uses instead Eric Dyer, who got a knock in the warm-up incidentally. He was clattered by Kyle Walker.
Free kick, well done ref.
Something similar to what Denier has done here. To Grealish.
If you guys want to join the Discord server, you guys are welcome.
The front three of England just does really well there. Jack Grealish just nicks it round the corner. You almost know the tackle's going to come. If you get there first, you almost know you're going to get a foul even if the pass goes astray.
Kieran Trippier. Good deliverer of a dead ball.
Go on, that's a ball. Oh wow, is that a foul, ref?
Referee right on the spot.
Not everything's a foul. Even if you guys want to join the Discord server, you're welcome. It's pinned up top for you guys.
Football, he's got a statesman-like demeanour.
So you guys are welcome to join Discord server. It said I've been.
It's a good point you make, Jamie, that
Shouldn't be banned from
bang on about
watching.
Belgium being number 1, but England are number 4 and have been for a while.
Lorraine, you haven't been banned.
Crazy 5 minutes against Denmark.
What do you mean? Let me. But
Scruffy penalty
You-
was given away by
you're not banned from watching.
Jordan Pickford.
Yeah, I mean the rankings. Some people take them serious, some don't.
why don't you go off, take it off your screen, and come back on and see what happens?
In those rankings, and when we're not far.
And if you want to come and join Discord server, you're welcome on there.
Should judge teams on tournaments, but you see how.
And also,
they're trying to find the space.
it's lag. And also, if you guys also want to chat to me on stream, you have to be on the Discord server, go onto Football Voice Chat, and you guys can join the can have a chat with me on stream.
In simple terms, if Belgium win both of their remaining games, they will win the group. If Denmark win both of their matches, they will win the group. But England, if they get 2 out of 2, and hope that Denmark drop points. The Danes play here in Leuven on Wednesday, so that won't be easy for them. And of course, finishing 3rd in the inaugural Nations League was quite a feat for Gareth Southgate and his squad.
So, do any of you guys want to ask any questions?
Alderweireld. Now Meunier had to work off Lukaku. It's the two countries you will all remember, I'm sure, played twice against each other in the 2018 World Cup finals. Belgium won both times, 1-0 and 2-0.
Charlotte,
Yes, this is the Nations League.
do
Yes, it's more important than
you're saying, do I speak English?
playing this game. I think
What am I speaking? What am I speaking? I don't have to answer that I don't have to answer that question because it's a very silly question. What channel is the game on? It is on Sky Sports. Sky Sports.
Finals have been delayed further. It'll be in October of next year. Only 4 countries qualify, but I do think the tournament
Hello, Luca.
early years of the
How's your day? My day's been fine. My day's been fine.
stated back in the 1960s. Nobody talks about England coming 3rd in 1968, which was a pretty good achievement, and actually is their best.
Oh wait, I am 8 steps away from. Ah, that's brilliant.
They were only 12 when they started, something like
I-
that. It was, got a lot of
You
new ideas.
are you trolling me or something?
Catch on, but the potential has been fulfilled now, and I think the Nations League will go down that path.
I'm not
So, there's
French.
initiative from UEFA.
I am English.
De Bruyne into Lukaku.
If I was French,
No sign of
I wouldn't be doing a live stream of an England game because it's not wouldn't be my nationality. If I was French, I would have done the French game yesterday.
important. We keep talking about Chilwell playing there, not Trippier, and of course getting forward and getting a cross in. Just shears the ball.
People, when you put something in the chat, think before you say. Think before you say. Because to say that I sound French, to make it sound like I'm French, it's a bit, it's hurtful. Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal! It's a goal! No! It's a goal for Belgium! Oh no!
Gives Roberto Martinez a flying start in his 50th game in charge of Belgium. And England are behind early.
Well, talking about playing from the back, I think it's Eric Dyer plays a ball into someone into midfield.
England are 1-0 down. Even though it's early doors.
Henderson is looking at, well, this man's got goals this season. He's been outstanding for Leicester in that central midfield role. We just see Eric Dyer there. It's not a great pass into him. You're talking about Belgian players being on the front foot. That was
So it now means England have got to come out, and if it stays like this,
Tyrone Mings from there.
England are out of the Nations League.
Not easy for Jordan Pickford.
He
Slightly
did well to get a
unsighted.
touch, Pickford, didn't he?
Yeah. But I said before, that for me all comes down
Can't
to Belgium
believe,
pushing up the pitch.
can't believe someone thinks that I am French. I'm French. I am British through and through. If I was French, you wouldn't be able to understand a word I'm saying.
But, a big part
I'm not getting angry at anyone. It's just, I'm just
England's side again.
very angry that someone's accusing me of being French when I am not French. If I was French, you guys would not be able to understand a single word I'm saying. I'm speaking English. Hello, English. Can you read me?
Making that run across the front post from the opposite side. He's playing inside left. And the other two being dragged out. He's the one who's got to make that run. Just unfortunate. Alderweireld just got a touch on it.
Fuck.
And Kane, and it's off the line by Lukaku. To Belgium's rescue.
Now this game's just come to life. Just see Harry Kane with denier there. It's a brilliant header. He's not quite in proper balance in some ways, Harry Kane. He's pushed off it. And that's in. Not for that man, Lukaku.
I'm not going to get angry this stream. I had enough of it when Serbia played Scotland, of people having argument after argument after argument, and now I'm being accused of being French when I am clearly speaking English. If you can't be polite and stop trolling me, you will be timed out, because I am not French. I am clearly not French because I'm speaking English. Hello, English, English. If you say that I'm French one more time, you will be timed out, and I'm being serious this time, because me being accused of speaking a nationality that I am not is not nice. Thank you, Jamie. Because how can you not understand English? If you don't understand English, you are an idiot. And I'm not being mean. It's just you're just being. Hello, Infinity Players. I'm not French. If you're here to troll, bugger off of the stream now. I am not having arguments again. England are 1-0 down. I'm not happy that we're 1-0 down. But I am English through and through. If I wasn't English, would I be doing a live watch along of an England international game? No, I wouldn't. I would be doing France. So you guys can all shut up and stop accusing me of being nationality that I am friggin' not. I am literally, I'm gonna give him a roll. There we go. There you go, Elaine. You can be a mod.
It's been a lot better for England.
Thank you, Jamie. I don't like getting angry, but it's due to me being accused of being something I'm not. It's not good. Because I'm being accused of being a nationality that I'm not. Like Jamie said, if I was not English, would I be doing a live stream of an England international game? No, because it's not my nationality. If I was French, like you guys accusing me of, then you guys are dumb people accusing me of being a nationality I'm not. Because if you can understand me, then I am not French. I am English. I was born in England. I wasn't born in France. So, stop accusing me of being a nationality I'm not. Because if I wasn't English, I wouldn't be doing thank you. But it still doesn't. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm being respectful. I'm just telling people not to accuse me of being a nationality that I'm not. That's all I'm saying. It's just that some of you weren't getting the hint. But it's England 1, Belgium, England 0, Belgium 1 in the Nations League, and as it stands, England are out. Yeah, we need to
Yeah,
back.
he was unlucky there, Jack Grealish. I thought he'd done enough. I think it was Alderweireld who was jockeying him, just got away from him, got his shot away.
So how is everyone? Everyone all right?
Hit him on the backside. Not that was the type of ever could have caused the goalkeeper problems.
It's great credit to Jack Grealish. There is a public swell of opinion that he should be in the England team. And this range of talents is somebody we know much more about as an England player. Frustrated as someone we also know plenty about, but not in that kind of situation. Romelu Lukaku to Belgium's rescue.
So
Kane's 50th. Unlike Martinez's 50th. Not yet.
yeah, that's fine, Lorraine. That's fine. It's England 0, Belgium 1.
Captained by many, clever. De Bruyne.
Oh, it's gone out for a corner to Belgium. 60 minutes played.
Armbands for the late Ray Clements.
Yeah, when you get Kevin De Bruyne in that position.
Come on, we're not having arguments again. No more arguments. I want to at least have a stream of watching a game of football and doing a nice watch on with you guys without.
Their last 10 competitive home games, 46 goals scored.
Yeah, I'm good. I just don't want any arguments, please, today. I had enough of that when Scotland were playing Serbia the other night. I had enough of that every 2 blooming seconds. And it got to the point where I nearly stopped the stream. I think England are going to get that. Come on. We don't want any negativity in the chat. We want positivity. We want to be positive. Get behind the boys. Win, lose or draw. You get behind your nation. But it's 1-0 Belgium. It was an unfortunate one. Took a couple of deflections. Pickford did get a glove onto it. Did it into the post. Yeah. I've got 2 weeks off because someone in my bubble has tested positive. Oh no. Are you alright, Jamie? For that? What?
Did play for Celtic and Sunderland.
What? What?
French football with Lyon.
That's a the most randomest. What? Who uses tomato sauce as medicine?
Hazard's going to take the throw.
That's just crazy, man. That's crazy. Come on, England.
Jadon Sancho and Jude Bellingham, who's on the bench tonight. He was the youngest ever player when he came on as a substitute against the Republic of Ireland on Thursday.
Come on, England.
Lukaku coming to get the ball to feet.
Yeah, it sucks, but we are. As long as we all follow the rules and guidelines and do what we have all been told by the government and everything else, we'll get through this. We'll all get through this. But let's stick to talking about football or anything else. No politics. No politics in the chat, please. Come on, England. Not far off 20 minutes played. Belgium 1, England 0. Goal scored by Yareli Tielemans over Leicester City. And also, for anyone who's in the chat who wants to join the Discord server, it's pinned up top for you guys to go and join. And that will be able, you guys to be able to chat to me outside of YouTube.
He was one of the scorers in the World Cup game, the semi-final. The bronze medal game, rather. Between the two losing semi-finalists, as these two countries were.
There's the goal again.
That's so unlucky.
Plays in front of the goalkeeper. Just takes a nick off Mings there. He's already on his way down as well. Jordan Pickford. And there's some thinking that maybe Belgium will be pleased with the draw, but I think you see the reaction there from Roberto Martinez. They want to revenge that defeat, certainly at Wembley.
Yeah, a tough game for England, a tough game for Belgium as well.
Yeah.
So, understandable jubilation to getting an early advantage.
Come on, England.
I mean, the really
That's
good
what we
thing with
want.
Nations Leagues is that you don't have to wait until you get to the tournament to see, you know, decent nations coming up against each other in a semi-competitive game, really, rather than just friendlies and wholesale changes. So
Come on,
I
England.
think it has
20 minutes played, 1-0 down.
Last time out, England playing Spain, Croatia, you know, really good opponents.
England's working hard to keep it in.
Free kick to England.
Thomas Meunier. Here's Walker.
Come on, England.
They moved here from the main stadium in Brussels because in Brussels there is a 10 p.m. curfew because of coronavirus. It's going down again.
It was a good win for England women's rugby team against France yesterday. I didn't really know much about it because I do keep an eye on rugby, but not a lot. It was football I was keeping an eye on yesterday.
Supporting act to Harry Kane in the wider areas than it would be if it was Sterling and Rashford, and places like for like, but the system is still the same.
Oh, sorry about that if I was yawning, folks. Come on, England.
Look at Jadon Sancho, the fact he played, you know, 90 minutes, possibly was always going to rule him out of this game, and the manager probably felt Raheem Sterling would, you know, provide that pace going forward. Unfortunately for injury.
De Bruyne was setting himself for the shot. Rice came
That was a
across.
good challenge.
Here, the squeal of De Bruyne as he was blocked in the act of shooting. Hazard had made the approach run to De Bruyne's left.
Just didn't get enough of the ball there. It's a slight touch and then De Bruyne kicks him. I'd probably be equally as frustrated playing in the game nowadays, but I think when you go for a tackle, you've seen you've got to get a lot more of the ball than what was acceptable in the past, where as long as you got a touch on the ball, you'd be okay.
Yeah, you and I were certainly brought up.
On Saturday, can you please watch the... On Saturday, I'm doing a live watch-along for Chelsea versus Newcastle. 12:30, early kick-off in the Premier League on Saturday.
And it is a free kick for Belgium, and it is not just De Bruyne that England have to worry about, but Dries Mertens,
Come on,
the local
England.
boy.
Defend, defend, defend.
Could bring enough family to fill this stadium if crowds were allowed in. Mertens,
2-0.
he would have lifted the roof off the stadium by doing that. It's 2-0 to Belgium halfway through the first half. It's a special goal for the scorer, and it happened in a special way.
Well,
So
England might
whether it's a
argue.
free kick or not, it becomes a debate now.
Yeah, maybe it will. He was certainly frustrated. Declan Rice.
2-0 down. Dries Mertens has scored.
Kevin De Bruyne to be on it. But no chance for the goalkeeper. It's actually a really big wall as well. Tyrone Mings is in. Eric Dyer just beats them. They don't actually jump. I'm not really too sure if they do jump there. But actually one jumps. Well, he's been a fantastic player for this Belgian team. Always in that team when you think of how many attacking talents that they've got. Fantastic player for Napoli as well.
Well, that clearance off the line by Lukaku. It's into even sharper relief now that Belgium have doubled their advantage. But here's Grealish.
If you were England manager, who would you put in and scrap out of the England team? I know who I would, because a lot of English players are really good.
Now Walker. Trying to shovel it out to the right.
2-0 down to Belgium. Ah.
Says the 25th meeting between the two countries, but it's the first in Belgium for 50 years and the first ever in Belgium in a competitive scenario. And Belgium have looked particularly competitive at the outset here. Up to Lukaku.
I just feel like Belgium have got a lot more goals in them and we just don't.
De Bruyne. Now Vertonghen. Denier.
What do you mean, Lorraine, by that? What do you mean?
It's a new stadium even for the Belgian management. And they were delighted to find the pitch being prepared by two English groundsmen. Bertrand Martinez, of course, with a great history of success in the management in England. His assistant, Sir Richard Evans, has been with him a long time. And Sean Maloney was absolutely delighted to find the television with the Scotland game on in the week. One of the players who won the FA Cup under the Martinez management with Wigan.
Come on, England. If we can get one goal, you never know. But it's more highly unlikely.
I think that's another reason for the joy in the celebrations. It means a huge amount for Robbie Martinez and his staff to be involved in a successful setup, but to be playing at a country where they've all had great success as coaches or players.
Just watching England now, they're not quite sure what to do with the ball.
Come on, England, let's do something.
Kane having to work across the pitch. And it's a very good cross from the right. Chilwell's there, just over Grealish's head. Bypassed him twice. Once from each side.
So if you guys want to put any questions in the chat, and I'll answer any questions.
Rice.
England are on the ball at the moment, about 27 minutes played.
Walker.
Offside.
It's quite a brave decision on the far side to stand with an arm raise. I think it was Hazard. It's a great cross by Harry Kane.
It was, so often we say, I think it was always said about Alan Shearer, centre forwards know the crosses that they want, so when they get into those wide areas, and that's another string to the ball. Harry Kane, it's up onto 6, but he's always been a great crosser of the ball. And there was one he set up, I think was always Son he sets up. And they get Southampton from a similar sort of area on that right side.
Mertens. No foul. Grealish can't quite get there.
Corner to England.
Scrape it behind for a corner. Mertens looks at the referee. Straight from Walker.
Yeah, this time it was Belgium trying to play on from the back. Didn't do it well enough. England just didn't capitalise as Belgium did on that first goal. But this situation was England's best chance of a goal in this first half.
Corner to England, 28 minutes played.
Tripper again.
Go on, head.
It's Mertens who flicks it out.
Nah, nothing's going right for us.
Chilwell. Just asked too much of him. He's fitted in well at Chelsea. And Chilwell, another angle on the Mertens free kick, which could not have been executed better.
No, it was brilliant. It was fantastic. Half the wall jumped. So I'm not sure what the instructions are from the coaching staff. And all the walls supposed to jump. You always like them to be in unison. It looks like he just went over the heads of the two players who didn't jump.
And Courtois had a picture in his mind what he was going to do with the ball to swing it out to Belgium's right.
Come on, England.
Here's Henderson, still looking for his first England goal, incidentally. Maybe looking for it is a bit of an exaggeration. After 57 games for his country without scoring. Kane. By De Bruyne. Lukaku. Mings trying to match him. He matched him very well, more than matched him.
And that was certainly the area Lukaku caused England so many problems at Wembley. That pace down that side. Certainly got someone who can match him, and it was proven so there in Tyrone Mings.
So how is everyone? So, does anybody want to ask any questions? Put down in the chat and I'll answer all your questions.
Still got the ball. It's a bold run from Kyle Walker.
Well, that's what it's come to. I've said this England front three haven't got really the pace to get in behind. It's England's right-sided centre-back making a run in behind, the quickest player possibly in the team. And finally does penetrate the run in behind.
So, if any of you want to put any questions down in the chat, let me know. And I'll answer your questions. It's England 0, Belgium 2.
The Belgium game in the Nations League was a win in Iceland, and Iceland had a fair bit of attacking promise. And their best attacker was their right back. They got in on this side, the Belgium team of that particular evening on a regular basis. The right back actually scored their goal in a 2-1 defeat. Dyer.
It's just five-a-side football. You talk about players getting into pockets. Pockets open up because someone makes a run in behind and stretches a back three to push back. That's the problem. This front three.
So hopefully you guys are enjoying it.
I'm not criticising any of them at all, but
come on, England.
me, as a three,
32 minutes played.
that
Belgium
doesn't
2,
work.
England
That
0.
doesn't work. You need someone to stretch, which then creates space for Mount or a Grealish in those positions.
Go on.
And here is Jack Grealish in a decent position. He gone over to join Mason Mount. There was a bit of that when they played together on Thursday. Zanaya came across and did the necessary for Belgium. Well, from England's point of view, it's time to trot out the cliche that 2-0 is a dangerous lead. Dyer can't get it through to Grealish. Henderson.
It was a pass like that where the first goal come from. You're trying to feed it through and play through bodies.
He's taking England up the pitch. Henderson.
Would you scrap out of the Chelsea squad if you were Frank Lampard? I wouldn't scrap anyone out of that Chelsea squad because we've got a good team, so I wouldn't scrap anyone.
Mania did his job then. Mings. He's done well to pick out Harry Kane.
Go on,
Good touch.
come on, England.
To Grealish. And it back to Kane again. It comes back to Grealish again.
Oh, we got a chance just over the top from Mason Mount.
Scored the winner against Belgium, of course, last month.
Unlucky, Mount.
Kane really
Unlucky.
aware of what was around him. Very good fortune for Jack Grealish. And then again, we mentioned Grealish early on, getting across the front post. This time it's Mason Mount on the other side. And the other two are involved. Can you get across the front? He does. Just couldn't quite get enough on it. Well, this could be a blow for England, certainly. And sort of balance in the team. Chilwell has to go off.
It would be a real personal disappointment too.
Oh no, no. We don't want him being injured. We got.
Months internationals, including the game.
Would you own anyone? No, I wouldn't. Our team's too good.
Like a social distancing event at a surprise party for Tammy Abraham. Nothing really sinister about it. Just Lack of knowledge, really. It's cost him a couple of caps, that's for sure. Yuri Tielemans of Leicester City in a stadium owned by the owners of Leicester City. That's something to remember tonight.
I mean, when he initially come in at Leicester, I was thinking he'll play between the lines, the odd game in midfield, but could he really be trusted to play central midfield, the defensive duties of that? He's been outstanding. I think one of the top players in the Premier League this season, certainly in that role. Outstanding when we saw him on Monday Night Football at Leeds for Leicester. Taking that role here for Belgium as well.
Experienced Romelu Lukaku. Chelsea, Everton, West Bromwich Albion, Manchester United. In the end, not quite deemed the right kind of player for where Manchester United wanted to.
Come on, England.
Shaping their future. It's a player with an extraordinary goal-scoring record in international football.
So if you guys want to put any questions down, put it down in the chat. 36 minutes played, Belgium 2, England 0.
Tongan. Hustled a bit by Mount. Walker's head. Kept on by Henderson. Tielemans is there for Belgium, then Witsel.
Hello, Nomikos. Greek has more Euros than England.
Alderweireld try to press. Tony Alderweireld can't really do it. His clearance was a short one.
Are you doing that just to wind us up? If you are,
each other at the weekend, and big match live on Sky Sports, Spurs against City.
we don't want anyone being on here doing anything. Would you put anyone in the England squad in the Championship?
From Kevin De Bruyne, it was fantastic from this man. Been really good.
At the moment, I wouldn't because
goal, yeah. But really good for the team at times. Just
there isn't anyone in the Championship that I would think would knock a Premier League player out of the England squad.
Out of that central position.
No, he's not perfect. He missed a penalty in his last Premier League game.
Thank God.
There's a penalty conceded by Joe Gomez, who unfortunately has not survived the international get-together, and the same is applying to Chelsea's Ben Chilwell here. It's quite an ask for the teenager Bukayo Saka. Only his third cap, his first taste of competitive football.
Ben Chilwell has gone off and Saka has come on for England.
I think he got man of the match.
He's a super young player, Saka. A brilliant start to his Arsenal career.
It's been stop-start for Ben Chilwell.
The only good news is, from a Chelsea perspective for this, is if Ben Chilwell can't play against Newcastle, the good news is we could have Reece James playing, Aspilicueta playing where Ben Chilwell plays, and then on the other wing have Reece James playing, then have Zuma on one side, then have Zuma and Thiago Silva in the middle. Boom! Saved our problems. So I'm not that worried because we got two good defenders, which one defend like Aspilicueta can take that position up well. So, is everyone enjoying the stream? Does everyone want to ask me anything, any questions to do with the channel?
Famous brother, as of course were De Bruyne and Lukaku. Only Eden Hazard of that quartet really made it count for Chelsea Football Club, which is amazing when you look at what the others have done since. Vertonghen, now Benfica. Rice.
I will not answer that question.
So England haven't lost that dimension.
As I don't like Celtic and I don't like Rangers.
He's Alderweireld.
In Scotland, the team to me is Heart. Hearts of Midlothian, who are in the Scottish Championship. I have family ties to the club. So it's... So that's why I won't answer it. Do you make any money from YouTube? No. No, I don't. I don't make any money from YouTube, but I don't really want to make money from YouTube. I do this because it's a passion that I love doing.
You mentioned the system, Martin.
It's like...
Obviously going forward, there's 3-4-3. I think if this game stays the same, there will be a lot of questions asked about
I don't mind...
Not just on the back of one game.
I would, yeah, I don't earn money from YouTube, but it's there's a lot of YouTubers that won't earn money from doing it. That will have a lot more subscribers than me. That will not earn money, and they won't care that they don't earn money because they would do it because it's a passion that they love doing, and it's something that I love doing as just like a hobby, and it's a passion that I like.
Well, this system can be completely different. You have to have pace in that front three. And people may say, okay, this one hasn't played well tonight, Mount or Grealish or Kane in those positions, but it's difficult when the players around you have got no pace. Players who are not lightning quick don't want to play with other players who are not lightning quick. I don't know why I keep doing that every time.
But how is everyone enjoying the stream?
The new role he's got because he's got Son.
But the option for Gareth Southgate was to change the system, having worked on it, because he hadn't got the players available to make it work as it would do with two pacey wide players.
Yeah, listen, I totally understand that's the problem you have at international level.
But hang on a minute, here's Lukaku, who shows some speed of his own. Means to stay with him. To tee up. De Bruyne.
Goal kick to England, 42 minutes played, still 2-0 down. If anyone wants to ask any more questions, put that in the chat.
I said Tyrone Mings can cope with him down that channel. He just switches off for a second where he gets back in. Just doesn't deliver the right pass there, Lukaku. He's certainly the man you'd want coming onto it, and Kevin De Bruyne, there's just not enough pace on the pass. But when you've got a Lukaku in the team who's running in behind, that stretches England, creates space for Kevin De Bruyne. Mertens between the lines. That's just something England haven't got. Be interesting with Gareth at half-time where they bring Sancho in and maybe drop Mason Mount into the midfield too, rather than having Henderson and Declan Rice in there.
He played very well in the midfield too, did Mason Mount.
Did really well.
On Thursday, alongside Harry Winks, who's on the bench here tonight.
I think that'd be one of the certainly the change I'll be looking to make at half-time.
Meanwhile, 24 hours earlier, Belgium were winning here against the Switzerland. Bit of revenge.
So, is your dream to get... my dream is to get to 1 million subs on this channel. The quicker we can do it, and I think we can do it, it's just we just need all community to get together.
The game that Witzel misses is the home game against Denmark in this stadium on Wednesday. Kane.
Go on, Kane! It's not corner. Come on, England!
Work it back to a slightly better angle, but Courtois is a big goalkeeper.
Oh, just brilliant, Harry Kane, to pull it back. It's a really tight angle. He's going to get the shot off. Such a tight space to end up getting the shot off with that right foot. Just well the goalkeeper.
Well, England need a goal. And coming just before half-time, it would be almost priceless at this stage. Trippier's corner. Kane on the move. Henderson. Dyer loves to go towards the near post.
Oh, header. Header by Mount. Just wide, unlucky. There's nothing I can do about that, Lorraine. There's nothing I can do about the T1 in the corner.
The reaction, Mounier there just throwing his body in front of him.
Yeah, it would have been an interesting way to convert a corner. Under Gareth Southgate's regime, the set pieces have been pretty good, particularly corners. The World Cup, of course, is a great stage for that.
Well, they've looked dangerous from them again tonight.
So, So you guys know at half time we're going to be doing a Q&A.
That one there.
So get your questions ready for half time. We'll do a Q&A session at half time.
By the Tongan. De Bruyne chasing, but Saka got enough on the header. A tough time in the last Arsenal.
We've got 2 minutes of added on time at the end of the first half.
Saka. Here's Dyer. Into the 2 minutes of added time here in Leuven. Rice. Now Henderson. Trippier. Tongan sticking with Mount.
So,
On your way out of that tight corner.
it's 5 Ravens on the third one. I won't answer that because it's Hearts for me in the Scottish Championship. Come on, England!
Substitute. And won that one 1-0 with a goal from Danny Welbeck, who is also still going, of course, now in the colours of Brighton in the Premier League. Walker.
Come on, England!
Now Grealish. Grealish again.
That's a free kick! That's a free kick, ref!
The ball, the touch referee says get up and get on with it. It's only a few seconds of the first half in which to do that. And here's Saka.
Go on, Kane! Offside!
Flag is up for offside. Any final thoughts on the first half?
Well, I think there'll have to be a change, certainly.
So half time, England 0, Belgium 2.
I said in that first half was like five-a-side football. Everyone just playing to feet because
Put down in the chat your questions for half time.
Tielemans and Mertens with the 2 goals for Roberto Martinez. And England coming here knowing they really have to win, are in a bit of a hole at half time.
So, put down in the chat, folks, for what your questions for half time. We're in a Q&A session now. So, I'm interested to see what you guys... So it's England 0, Belgium 2 at half time. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see the second. Excuse me. see in the second half how England play. It'll be interesting to see how we play in the second half. See what changes, if there is any changes that Gareth Southgate makes. But so, does any of you guys want to ask me any questions? We're doing a Q&A session at half time. And also, I've just got to pop off for 5 minutes, folks. So I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Hello everyone, I am back. So, when I had to go 5 minutes. I do it at half time. So how is everyone? If any of you guys want to join the Discord server, it's your pinned up message up top for you guys to join the Discord server. So, how is everyone? Is everyone enjoying the stream? Everyone having a good time? So if you guys do like the stream, don't forget the thumbs up button, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, don't forget to post, so you guys can see behind the scenes of when I do for the updates to the live streams, the live previews, the vlogs, and everything that goes on the channel, so you get an update on when everything's out on the channel. I might do a special game on Saturday, Friday or something, I don't know. Depends on how I feel. So, is everyone enjoying the stream?
So much Premier League football coming your way on Sky Sports. Kane and De Bruyne back in opposition on Saturday. Spurs take on Man City on the Saturday night football.
So we have Saturday night football, which is Tottenham versus Man City. Then Sunday is West Ham. Wow.
On Monday night as well.
Burnley Palace and Wolves Southampton on
Belgium,
Monday.
England have a mountain to climb in the second half next.
England now coming out for the second half. So how are you guys enjoying the stream?
Christmas is on, and so are we. Get delicious festive dishes from your favourite restaurants on Deliveroo.
No, I will not sing the Scottish National Anthem. I will not.
A change for England at half-time.
Harry Winks is coming on.
Coming on for Gareth Southgate's side. 2-0 down here against Belgium. Jamie Carragher and Martin Tyler.
Thanks, David. Yeah, Harry
Jordan
Winks
Henderson
on
is going
for
off and
Jordan
Harry
Henderson.
Winks is coming on for England.
Winks, who played well, played the 90 minutes against the Republic of Ireland in midweek. And actually assisted on the goal scored by Harry Maguire. We didn't mention at half-time as they were going in, the Lukaku clearance off the line was an important part in that first half. It was a pivotal moment as it's turned out.
It was, and as managers would be delighted with him, really. Sometimes you worry when
Come on, England.
help out when the switched on. He certainly was there. It was only 1-0 then. And I just felt Gareth Southgate would do something with the centre of midfield. So maybe dropping Mason Mount in there, maybe providing more pace into the front three. But it's Harry Winks who's come on.
Belgium start the second half.
Here we go, the second half is underway. Belgium 2, England 0.
For the first time, all his previous caps have been starts, 8 of them. A chance to maybe bring a little bit of cleverer passing from midfield. Saka, let me remind you, came on for the injured Ben Chilwell during the first half. The departure of Jordan Henderson from a Liverpool perspective, with so many injuries, one hopes it's a tactical move and not forced upon the England manager. So it's going to need a strong second half to take on the best that his team has produced, and it's pretty much near their best in the first half. Witsel. Meunier tussling with Grealish. He uses his own considerable strength to...
Thank you very much. Lorraine, subscribe to the channel. That's what we want. That's what we want. We want to get this channel up to 1 mil subs. That's my goal. Oh, here comes Belgium.
Peeling off to the right. Get an angle for the shot.
Just wide, unlucky.
Found the angle, but he didn't find the shot.
Yeah, sloppy from the back from England again, playing out there. Looking to counter-attack. Lukaku this time feeds De Bruyne. It was Tielemans he fed in that first half, resulting in the first goal.
Incidentally, one nation have qualified for the last 4. It was France yesterday.
What? We were on 4 thumbs up and now we're on 3. Why has someone took a thumbs up off? What have I done wrong?
No more.
It's really good from Jack Grealish. He likes contact with defenders. He his body, he's got strength. See the legs on him. That's why he gets so many fouls.
So,
France incidentally eliminated the holders, Portugal, reaching the last 4. Goal from N'Golo Kanté. Give the trick.
so everyone enjoying the stream? Does anyone want to put any questions down in the chat? Come on, England.
Belgium have got a similar problem, really. They've not got too much pace in behind either. Lukaku does prefer to link the play and to get it to feet.
Come on, England.
Wasted long balls like the one you've just seen. Dyer. It is Belgium's golden generation. Desperately looking for a trophy to just emphasise that point. Here's Mix.
So England are on the ball at the moment, about 49 minutes played. Come on, England. Ah.
Towards Mason Mount. Still no sign of Jadon Sancho.
Come on, come on, England.
He's seen probably as the first reserve to either Sterling or Rashford.
You think of that man there, Hazard on that side, he's playing the wing-back role. He's more of an attacking player than a defender going forward. You just think, at some stage in this game, Jadon Sancho came on, could he really exploit that, get into 1v1 situations or drag Vertonghen into those areas where he won't want to be?
England's free kick.
Come on, England. Come on, England. Just create something and try and trouble the keeper as much as we can.
Started with a late winner in Iceland, a Raheem Sterling penalty, and a 0-0 draw in Denmark.
Ah, for God's sake.
Belgium were then beaten at Wembley, but dismal showing at home to Denmark, and the difficulties here. Kane.
Foul!
The play was allowed to go on.
Well done, ref. Well done.
In the area.
It's a yellow card.
None of it. It just looks like the foul was just outside the box. I think it was a
Free kick to England outside, just outside the penalty area.
For England to get back into the game. I think Harry Kane's already eyeing it up. I think it looks a foul actually from Jack Grealish on Witsel.
Booking for Alderweireld for that. Something to talk about training.
Well, it's the identical area, isn't it? You know, Belgium made it 2-0. I think Ashley Cole mentioned in half-time about...
Come on, England.
You're never quite sure he goes under the wall. I'm sure that'd be something England looked at with Harry Kane. Just put real pace and power on the shot.
Alderweireld got a yellow card.
Or would it be a Mason Mount, Jack Grealish trying to go over the wall?
Yeah. Ashley Cole also mentioned the occasional sight of a player lying on the floor.
I think Tielemans might have that job. He's in behind the wall.
Anyway, it's Mason Mount, but he can't.
Oh, it's over the top.
Gareth Southgate incidentally has had coronavirus. You probably heard or read about the story. He was telling me he didn't have it too badly, and it happened. Sometimes it's an advantage being an international manager. Didn't miss any match time or training time with the senior squad because of it. Not happy yet. Job not done yet for the Red Devils.
So how is everyone? Everyone enjoying the stream?
On their way.
England 0, Belgium 2, 52 minutes played.
Wednesday. De Bruyne. Cut out by Saka. Grealish, he does that sort of thing effortlessly. Back for Kane. Yes. Bolted on the edge of the penalty area again, and then there was a bit of a reaction against Meunier. Or a reaction, and it took him against Meunier. Been too many moments of indiscipline, really, in this Nations League campaign from Gareth Southgate's squad. Not all the penalties have gone against them. Rashford got one against.
Oh, that's a foul!
There's going to be a penalty here. Now it's on the edge again, and Kane leads the press.
That is a foul on the edge of the box. Meunier with the foul.
He's not sure he's going to dribble, he's going to go for the 1-2. Just entices so many fouls and defenders to make challenges at him. Just find an extra little bit of space now between the lines as maybe the game opens up. Just see it's just outside the box.
But he hasn't escaped suspension, Meunier. He and Witsel, two key components of this Belgium setup, won't play against Denmark.
So if any of you guys want to put any questions in the chat, let me know and I'll answer them.
Come and beat Belgium, they will be the team going through.
Looks like it's Trippier's goal. Mount over the ball with him.
Here in Trippier. World Cup semi-final, Moscow, Croatia, and he'd do it again here, but it's into a wall and a swing and a miss by Saka.
It's not into the wall, it hits Hiram Mings, still on the floor.
He's still out on the left, flicking it on towards Mason Mount, trying to make a run in behind. And tidy climb by Declan Rice gives Belgium a free kick and a chance to just regain their composure. It's been a decent spell this from England.
England still 2-0 down, but they're starting to play a lot better.
It was really good from Jack Grealish. Just shows the problems he can cause.
Clear it, well done.
Just on that inside left position.
That's a foul.
Maya connected with Kane, who laid it off well, but landed very awkwardly.
Belgium are being quite dirty at the moment, folks.
When you hit the ground like that.
That's disgusting.
To catch him on the calf.
That is disgusting.
It was the landing on Harry Kane on his back.
That was disgusting.
Horizontal, really. 10 minutes into the second half, just a feeling that it isn't all done and dusted yet. England still as they were, and they went 2-0 down halfway through the first half, in a situation where the next goal, if they get it, could be a really meaningful one.
That's good, Lorraine.
I just felt since Belgium went in front, it's almost said, well, come on, England, what have you got?
It's still Belgium 2, England 0, 55 minutes played.
To hit England on the counter-attack. England had
Come on, England.
in this
That's a
game.
foul.
Just been booked.
That's a foul.
And tangles with Saka there. Gareth Southgate's frustrated with the referee. Didn't even get a free kick out of it.
Well, they certainly don't want to pinpoint. I think the next foul could be in big problems for him, Mounier. No matter how serious the foul is.
Well, that was the next foul, but it wasn't given as such.
Come on, England.
Stung really here.
Come on.
A little bit extra that they need. Grealish.
Ah, for God's sake, folks. That's not a foul. He dived.
Threw himself to the ground and came with a chance.
Oh, straight at the keeper, Harry Kane.
They're getting closer.
Yeah, they are.
That's a good chance from Harry Kane. Straight at Thibaut Courtois. Unlucky.
Harry Kane, he sees defenders converging on him. He just has to get it shot off quickly. Couldn't quite get out of his feet.
So if any of you guys would have put any questions down in the chat, I'll answer them. Come on.
Winks just trying to thread it through.
Unlucky.
He's given plenty of license to roam either side of Kane. Mount, I guess you would say the same.
Yeah, Mount's found himself on that left side now as we saw that really clever flick into Harry Kane. Grealish on this side.
Led off by Lukaku impeccably under challenge. Witsel. Tielemans. Rice fancies his chances of getting it, but he
How is that a foul, ref?
did foul that time. It's really the golden boy when Belgium were in the World Cup in 2018. It wasn't the start of Roberto Martinez, then Yuri Tielemans, but we heard
Come
a
on,
lot
boys.
about him in Russia.
Do any of you guys want to ask me any questions? Put them in the chat.
Good in the context of English football. Leicester's recruitment often catching the eye. Certainly did when they got him. Grealish.
That's a foul.
And again, Trippier. And, Jack Grealish can take it. We've seen that in his time in the Premier League, back in the Premier League.
Yeah, just gets blocked off.
Mountains just stands in front of him.
Yeah, I think he throws his arm up as well. Just as he runs into him, maybe catches him on the throw to the jaw. He's starting to have a real influence now, Jack Grealish, and get on the ball.
Rice.
Go on.
Mount.
Ah, we can't seem to get anything.
Decision. He was crowded, that's for sure. Realised
Thank you very
to
much.
get a shot off, he had to go to his left. But
If you guys like the stream, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, don't forget to post as well. So you get behind the scenes on of the vlogs,
You look at those two players,
live previews,
try and get between lines,
old content, and the live watch-alongs.
use the magic in and around the box. Problem for them first times when Belgium were really pushed up high around the halfway
Come on,
line.
boys.
oh, Walker trying a bit of magic there with a back heel volley. Alderweireld and his fellow defenders are under a bit of pressure now.
Come on, England. Come on, boys.
Grealish. Walker.
That's unlucky.
Struck one from this kind of position. To beat his old club Sheffield United in the Premier League recently. We'll have to start again. Mings.
Half an hour to go, folks.
Saka able to turn. Grealish. Kane's in the middle. Trippier's getting in at the back post as well.
Come on.
Grealish. Can he make room for a shot for himself?
Oh!
To open his England account, and it would be a very important moment. But an hour gone, the 2-0 deficit, but some fighting spirit here from the three lions.
That's Grealish at his best, running at people in the box. Don't worry about challenging. Seen him so often.
Oh, for come on, boys.
And that's the piece of magic you're talking about with Kyle Walker. I certainly think Kyle Walker's position, right side of that back three, you just seen him stepping in a couple of times in that first half. He did the same. You have to see that a lot more. Push him in, extra body going into that midfield.
Took out of harm's way by Saka.
Come on, England. Let's at least try and get a goal. Come on, boys.
Winks.
England are on the ball at the moment, just passing it around. 61 minutes played, 19 minutes to go. Oh, 29 minutes to go, I would say.
Walker waiting. He's been spotted though by Hazard.
I have been saying much, but you just not been on. You just not been in to watch it.
Others buzzing around him.
The reason I'm not saying much is because not a lot is happening in the game.
Kane trying to help. Belgium 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players around the England man in possession.
What do you mean?
Hazard.
Oh my God.
A nasty one. England
Oh.
happy to go on. Harry Winks has gone bursting forward.
Go on, Kane.
Inside Harry Kane. Winks anxious to make a mark here.
Yeah, it's just attacking.
What do you mean,
I
Lorraine?
think it was almost like a follow through, and his
Kieran
boot was,
Trippier.
his boot was in the air and just caught him there.
Oh. Oh. That isn't good. That is not good. That can blind someone if you're not careful.
It wasn't the flailing boot, it was just as he fell to the ground. That's what happens, your feet go up and Trippier caught. Gareth Southgate must be saying, look, come on, we can still get something from here. Draw's not really good enough. There's a situation where three nations can finish on 11 points, but I think even then with the count-back procedures, England will be behind Belgium. So it's pretty much a case of 3 goals in 30 minutes. It doesn't help when your number 3 is...
I'm saying let's go England. That's good. That's what we want. So put down in the chat to ask me questions while we're watching the England game, so I can answer your questions.
Every time he plays, he feels like he has something certainly to prove to the manager, but he's been a real bright spark in the second half, at times in the first half, but it looks if England are going to do anything and get back into this game.
I'm hoping that Kieran Trippier's alright.
Hopefully Kieran Trippier's injury here, just the outside of his eyes, not too bad.
Because it could have blinded him if he wasn't careful.
He's been a real warrior for Gareth Southgate in this international season, this busy campaign, September, October.
I'm just hoping that he's all right.
His country played on the left side, not his natural game, to help the squad out.
Yeah, 27 minutes to go. We need to score 3 goals.
Trippier's England chances or time had gone. Same with Kyle Walker, and you now see them back in the same team as we saw in that World Cup with Kyle Walker right sided centre back, Trippier right wing back.
Yeah, for a while rivals at Tottenham's right back position. There's a lot of Tottenham involved in this game, ex-Tottenham and Tottenham current players.
So let's see what questions you guys want to put down to ask me. You can ask me anything to do with the channel as a whole, the live streams, the live watch-alongs, the live previews, everything.
Sky Sports, Liverpool do against Leicester. Great games on Sky Sports this coming weekend in the Premier League as it resumes. Pickford up towards Kane. Knocks it down for Belgium. Chance for handball against Whistle. Given England take the free kick quickly. Kane.
Go on, Harry Kane. Go on. Oh, Harry Kane. Come on, England. Come on, boys. We want you to get behind them.
Sitting back defending a 2-0 lead, but my impression, Jamie, is they're being forced back by a more vibrant England in the second.
Come on, England.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. I think it's interesting when you think of Roberto Martinez's teams. Always want to be on the ball. I think at times at international level you've got to be pragmatic.
Tielemans.
Come on, boys. If you guys also want to join the Discord server, and if you do, you'll be able to chat to me outside of YouTube.
Primarily a right-sided wing-back. He was bursting through the middle there, disappointed that the next pass didn't come his way. Kane. Saka. England need bodies in the box now. They need the ball in the box as well.
He's done well since he come on as well. Saka down that left side. Some really clever passes.
Grealish. Mount.
Come on, England.
Saka.
Come on.
Winks.
England are just passing the ball around at the moment. Have a shot. Ah, nothing's falling for us.
Able to quite come up with what Tielemans did to give Belgium the lead.
And that's the position you want to see Kyle Walker. So often we see him in that role for Manchester City. Not really so
Come on, England.
Fullback of City, but steps into midfield so often. Steps into that inside right position. As we said against Sheffield United, where he gets the winning goal.
Trippier will spring back in his step.
So your school that you are at is asking for a shout out. Way! Big up! Big up!
The fumble-footed there.
Big up! Big up Cold Town of is it Wisemith Primary School? Big up! Big up! Big up! Big up with the metal horns. Big up. Big up, you guys. Shout out if you guys
Grealish. Winks.
all watch me from that school on on YouTube. Then big ups to you. And you deserve a shout out for that.
In good shape and good discipline. And De Bruyne leads the way out. Torgan has us more suited to this left wing back role than Eden is. I'd love to be rooting for him. He's had a pretty
But
wretched time.
Lorraine, do you want to ask any more questions? If anybody from your school Snapchat want to ask me literally anything, they're welcome.
At the moment, he's had a lot of ankle trouble.
It's England 2-0, Belgium 2 in the Nations League.
Still can't get used to saying that out with the virus, as everybody knows what I mean, and it's just something We've never said in the past.
What do you mean they're all subbed
It
in
will be over soon.
P7? What do you mean?
Well, it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin and others. Other Jadon Sancho.
So Dominic Calvert-Lewin's coming on for England.
Mount.
Mason Mount's going off. And on is Jadon Sancho, and off is Kieran Trippier.
Kyle Walker's gone to the right back position.
If any of them
Settled quickly
from
to
your school that
life as
wants to ask any questions, they are welcome. I'll answer anything.
for Harry Kane. Now he's alongside.
If they want to ask anything about the channel, I'll happily answer anything.
There's just over 20 minutes left. Here is the Everton man, a goal a game in the Premier League this season. Real impact.
Come on, England. Come on, England.
We've said a couple of times this evening, Jadon Sancho might have been a candidate to start.
Ah, bad ball, bad ball.
Yesterday, just a few minutes before the team left for the
Primary 7.
for the flight to Belgium.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sancho played the
Thank you very
90
much.
minutes.
I highly appreciate that. Thank you. Because the content,
He's got,
I
20
don't really
minutes
do
to
foul
time.
language on this channel.
There's
It's
a considerable
only
range of skills
when it comes to football and it's Chelsea and something doesn't go right. That's all. One ask, do you upload every day? I try and upload every day. One, it depends on, can I come with an idea and stuff like that? What ideas do I want to do? And also, if it's a vlog, it depends on the weather, depends on that issue. And all like that. Sometimes it's a lyric video, sometimes it might be a stream. Depends.
Yeah, I think they've kept the same system. Calvert-Lewin's just come onto this right side, even though he's a striker. And Jadon Sancho's almost got the wing-back role. But they're really going to push on, no doubt, certainly with the situation as it is.
So if anybody else wants to ask me any questions, you can ask me literally anything about the channel, and I'll answer all your questions.
Now Denier. Lukaku. That was just holding on to get played to the left. He'd taken up a good position in behind Jadon Sancho.
Just see Jadon Sancho there next to Kyle Walker, just dropping in. Still wary of his defensive duties as well in that role. Slightly different than playing right wing, as he does.
So,
Borussia Dortmund.
if any of you guys also want to join the, want to also follow me on Snapchat, you guys will be welcome. It's just try and find it at Jam Winger.
Riding out the storm.
The channel name is my name on Snapchat if you guys want to join.
Tielemans gives it away though. And tries the early shot, breaks for Sancho, who did score of course against the Republic of Ireland at Wembley. It was 3 days ago. Tongan trying to drive his team up the field, but it's cut out. Now the same applies to Eric Dyer.
They said the next stream is going to be on Wednesday
Grealish.
for England versus Iceland.
Finger could get one back. Walker, Sancho, Calvert-Lewin and Kane in the middle. Walker
Go on!
hangs it up with that
Go on!
in mind.
Go on!
Courtois
Shoot!
was nowhere.
Offside!
Whether he thought the whistle was going to go.
Balls. If you guys want to join my Snapchat, it's Jam Winger.
Shows exactly what Kyle Walker wanted to do, putting so much height on it towards that back post. Thought it was there really to be hit.
Yeah, he's coached by Pep Guardiola. It doesn't encourage them to shoot from that distance, although I think the grateful Pep would have been for the goal to beat Sheffield United.
Oh, someone watching Fogden.
Tielemans.
Yeah, I want to get up to like the subs that he's got, but with the help of you guys, we'll be able to get up there if you all just subscribe and stuff.
starting to enjoy himself, Jack Grealish, in the second half. And so much of the ball. Just whether England can really fashion a real gilt-edged chance, really. Still yet to really work. The goalkeeper in this second half. Sure, Gareth Southgate will be happy how they've actually kept the ball, and also.
So, does anybody want to join my Snapchat? You guys are welcome. I will be doing little clips and stuff on there as well.
Happy with the score at 2-0 and thinking England aren't causing us too many problems in terms of looking like getting back into the game.
Just let me know what your Snapchat is, and I will be able to chat to you also on Snapchat, as well as on Discord. If you don't have Discord but you have Snapchat, I can chat to you on there outside of YouTube.
England get a free kick. It was that kind of press high up the pitch, and it easily led to a chance.
Yeah, just get the foul there, but again, reiterate, Gareth Southgate really pleased how well England have done in terms of getting the ball back in this second half. That was another example then, just the final pass let them down, as it possibly has the majority of this second half when they've been in and around the box.
Do you know Kid Cody is? No, I don't.
As you say, clear-cut England openings. Taken by Saka, the goalkeeper comes and deals with it decisively. In by Sancho. Well, one thing I think tells you a bit about Roberto Martinez's mindset. He hasn't been making changes.
So how is everyone? England still 2-0 down, 50 minutes to go.
To get the job done. I think in a third goal that might change, of course. And here is Meunier. Paul Mertens.
Blocked.
The player is normally better than that. De Bruyne. Hazard. De Bruyne again. Into Lukaku, who screens it so well, and Lukaku goes in. And
Blocked. Well done, Mings.
his impressive talent, and played a part in the build-up. Nearly rounded it off.
He hasn't had much of the ball, Lukaku, but when he has, he's done really well. His hold-up play has been fantastic today. The ball Kevin De Bruyne gave him was fizzed in with so much pace. The way he dealt with it, the one touch round the corner, and then to get a shot off on the back of the, the 1-2. Brilliant football.
Tielemans.
Oh, you can't play football for a week.
And inside the last 15 minutes, well, Jimmy Field just breathing a bit more easily again. Seeing England really come at them, they would have expected that, I'm sure, at the start of the second half. The team 2-0 down. Hazard. Lukaku saying his arm raised, basically, why didn't you kick it to me? Because everyone in world football knows what Lukaku can do. And he's back to the goal and surrounded by defenders.
I mean, that's always been a criticism of Lukaku. His hold-up play, his touch, ball coming into him, but it's been really good tonight.
Enormously improved. Yeah, that's what Jose Mourinho was the manager at Chelsea who sort of moved him on. Absolutely didn't pick him very much. Here's De Bruyne. Break free. Lukaku.
Come on, England.
Lukaku's still going, and it's taken off his toes by Dyer.
Oh, brilliant, Jack Grealish. What a touch.
He said he was enjoying himself. Emphasised the point. And Kane. Calvert-Lewin's in the middle. The ball's going to loop onto the top of the net. I think Courtois put them on. It might be looping under the crossbar. Watch this.
That's fantastic. said 10-15 minutes ago, that man's enjoying himself, and rightly so. Just look at that little-
So how is everyone? Everyone enjoying
in that far
himself?
corner. I think the goalkeeper always had it covered.
Time with the signal. Sancho with the corner.
Come on, England. Let's at least try and get a goal.
Denayo blocks. Attempted cross. Just in that brilliant piece of Grealish control, Meunier was waving a foot at it again, and Grealish had gone down.
Hello, Dr. 14 Blu-ray review. I know Wales won 1-0.
Wicks. Much of the second half has been played in these kind of areas. And he'll continue to probe. And Grealish has the ball. Sense that the probing might just lead to some penetrating play. It's out to Walker. Across to Mings.
Come on, England.
Meunier will get there, or it should have got there. And in the end has the block. Again, another attempted cross from Saka. Grealish. Into the last 10 minutes here in Belgium. Winks. Nice turn from Walker away from his clubmate. Mings. Grealish again. Rice. Now Sancho for Walker. Good play from England. And the cross
Oh,
wasn't as much of a cut back as Kyle Walker would have wanted.
Yeah, just in and around the box. England just haven't really delivered that quality. But again, this second half, everything going through Jack Grealish. You always worry at times when a player steps up to international level. It's not so much will they bring the club forward, they bring that confidence, that football arrogance. And just watching him in this second half, it's almost like he's playing for Villa. He wants everything to go through. He wants to continue to be on the ball.
Well, he's had to convince Gareth Southgate. And he's worthy of...
at least Wales beat Belgium twice. Oh, don't you start, please. I've already had enough of...
And his work on the training ground with England, as well as the performances he's putting in for Villa in their excellent start to the season. And what he's done is he's had some England chances. Here's Kane!
Oh!
Just trying to blast that into the far corner from his point of view.
Yeah, he's just got the power there. It's actually bending away from the goal as he strikes it. And again, haven't worked the goalkeeper.
Well, the local hero, Dries Mertens, had the big impact in the first half with that very special free kick.
PlayStation is what I have.
We're going to finish the game. He's replaced by Dennis Pratt. Dyer.
I think as we come to the end of this game, if it stays as it is, I think that question will be asked again about the system in terms of actually scoring goals, creating chances. You do lose one more creative player in this system, it seems to me. From what we can say, England have played well away at Belgium second half in terms of keeping the ball. They haven't really looked like scoring. And again, that's why that question may be asked.
Come on, England.
This one, Lukaku, how he dealt with that, maybe it was just offside. But first touch was fantastic. Reverse pass from Mertens.
A good stop by Pickford.
Yeah, really good save.
Remains the #1 pick for Gareth Southgate. But in the 9 games prior to this, Jamie, England had conceded 2 goals, both penalties.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
I'll give
the
you,
system has.
well, you're stronger
you
defensively.
take something away and give something.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the name of the game for every manager, every team
Yeah.
in football, getting balance between attack and defence. You just look at this team thinking, you got Phil Foden in it. Maybe he could play alongside Jordan Henderson or Declan Rice in that midfield. We just had a little bit more in terms of creativity. As you said, the defensive record's good, but in terms of going forward.
So how is everyone?
Again.
Rice's cross after a very good pass into that area that Rice could feel from Grealish, who finds him again from shorter range.
Go on!
Through for Saka and Kane.
Oh!
Good challenge by for
Penalty!
No, that's not a penalty, but I'll tell you what, Jack Grealish, fantastic again. Running around that box. He's been a stand-up performer, certainly second half. I think throughout this game for England, I'll be really pleased with how he's done. Just seeing there, motoring into the box, that inside left position, clever pass. Saka again, who's done well since he come on. The defender just reacts quicker than Harry Kane in that position.
Kane again. Out to Sancho, chance for England.
Go on! Oh, we can't
Sancho
score.
looking to play it across rather than go for goal. He got his goal coming from the left-hand side. Of course,
Yeah, I agree.
On Thursday.
Been in so many dangerous positions. Oh, what a pass that is.
It is played by Kevin De Bruyne.
You know, the position we see Sancho in, the position we see Saka in so often throughout this game, certainly the second half, you've seen England in those positions, but that last pass, last finish has really let them down. Still not yet really with the goalkeeper. I'm not sure if England have really had a shot on target in the second half.
It's more that's the execution. Go out in the back garden and try that. You have to have a pretty big back garden, I guess. Like the Carragher mansion.
You're joking, aren't you?
Come on, England.
But it's been more like the contests in the World Cup between these two countries than the one at Wembley last month. It looks as though it's going to have the same scoreline as the game that got Belgium the bronze medal at England's expense in St. Petersburg.
As I've said, I think there's things certainly to please Gareth Southgate in this second half, but sometimes I've played in games like this where you're not quite sure if the opposition dropped off and let you have a lot of the ball.
Here's Lukaku to mount a threat for Belgium again. Comes out to Pratt. It was a crafty pass, and Witsel made very little of it. Either crafty pass or a missed kick.
And you see Lukaku is desperate to get a goal, desperate to get it back on his left foot.
No, it was crafty, wasn't it? Another Leicester player. Witsel finding Dyer between him and the goal. Not quite so much to aim at as it first looked. I'm sure Jack Grealish would rather have played less conspicuously and won the game, but it could be a coming of age evening for the Villa captain as an international footballer. Mings. Now Rice. Saka. Good work with Grealish again. It's a clever pass too for Kane. So some consolation here in the closing minutes for England. Kane cuts
There we
it
go.
back.
That's for people who want to join my Snapchat. That's for people to join.
Yeah, it's done that really well tonight, Jack Grealish, in terms of just feeding Harry Kane in and around the box. Nothing really's come from it.
Well, big news from the other game in the group, an equaliser for Iceland, who come to Wembley on Wednesday, and as it stands, Belgium will qualify tonight. Sancho. Here's Kane. Well, for Roberto Martinez, one real blot on his record was in the Nations League, the last staging of the competition, the very first staging of the competition, and they were so fancied to go on into that final four, a feat that England did achieve.
So I've put my Snapchat in there for you guys so you guys can all join.
Against the Swiss. Grealish. Winks has made a forward run. Kane. Walker. Sancho. Well, whatever the outcome, we have to compliment the authorities again for getting this game played. Belgium, a country with a lot of difficulties with the virus, as of course in Britain we felt the same. 3 minutes to go, they had to move away to this stadium. All sorts of extra health measures put in place, and that's had an effect on the Denmark situation as well.
Mini Minter.
If they fail to beat the whipping boys of the group, Iceland already relegated in this section which divides the competition, which divides Europe by standards rather than just the luck of the draw. Tielemans has started it off for Belgium tonight. It's going to be a very happy night if the result comes in from Copenhagen and they get a third goal here. Lukaku.
Oh, fuck.
On a personal crusade to make it 3-0 and not far away.
You've seen this Kevin De Bruyne just thinking, Lukaku, get his head up now and play that pass. But he's just thinking, I'm up against Eric Dyer. I know I've got the beating of him as I did at Wembley. Can I come inside and unleash on that left foot? He's desperate for that goal. A lot of his performance tonight's been really good. Not as much of the ball as he probably would have liked.
Here's Sancho. Of course it was France who beat Belgium in the World Cup semi-final in Russia. And it looks as though they're going to be the first two nations through to...
So, we've got 3 minutes added on at the end of the game. 3 minutes.
It's going to be staged in the autumn of next year. Going to clutter up the summer, which has got the delayed Euro 2020 Championship to conclude, including a game between England and Scotland. Grealish. Not been many slips from him. Mings.
Come on, England. Let's at least get a goal back.
Nearly done here. Tyrone Mings. Harry Winks with a few to aim for. Thought better of the cross. Walker. And Belgium see it off and have seen England off.
Yeah, they have, Martin. And England under Gareth Southgate, I think in 2019, or certainly qualifying for the Euros, I think the top scorers in Europe. That's the question with that man now. If he sticks with this system, how can he now get more goals?
We're just about right at the end of the game now. About
Since he's gone to that
right
system,
at the end.
as you mentioned, Martin, defensively better, but the goals have dried up.
I'm hearing that there is a penalty to Denmark. And Christian Eriksen has already scored one this evening, needs to get a second to keep Denmark in it and stop Belgium really celebrating tonight. But they've done their part of the bargain. There will be no Nations League heroics for England this time. The third place team in 2019, beaten by the #1 ranked side in the world. Belgium do not celebrate progress into the last four because Eriksen's done the job. It's 2-1 Not quite finished yet.
Full time. Belgium 2, England 0. Was a good performance from England. Both of you guys have enjoyed this live watch along of England versus Belgium in the Nations League. Like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. Don't forget to hit post. And also, so you get behind the scenes of the watch alongs, the previews, and all that jazz. And also, the next watch along is going to be on Wednesday for England versus Iceland in the Nations League. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Don't forget to hit post. And blue is the colour.